I'm going to quickly show you how to add a Vtuber body to your Vtuber model. So my model has a hotkey to make the body invisible, but if yours doesn't, that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the settings and then this little model settings button, and you're going to click customize model. Here you're going to click customize multiply screen color for art meshes. For me, it's just this part that I need to make invisible, but if you have a whole body or any parts that you don't want visible, you're going to have to do this for every single piece. But the good thing is you only need to do it one time and then you'll be able to save it. So you can click on the art mesh part that you want to be invisible. It'll show up here and you can click each button to see which one it is. So I'm looking for this one. So I'm going to click this button to turn it on. And then down here you have an alpha setting, so I'm going to put it to 0. This makes it turn invisible. Now I just need to do it for the last few parts. Again, if you don't have a toggle on your model, you're going to have to do it for every single part, but only one time. I have this little shadow here. I think it's this one. Here we go. Now your VTuber is a little floating head. And you're going to click the hotkey settings and expressions. I already added one, but you're going to go to the bottom and click this plus button. I have it right here, so it'll you click this first button and you're going to search art and click art mesh color preset. Then you're just going to press this button and it'll record the current color settings you have on your model. Then you're going to click this button and you can pick any key like to press in order to make your model to turn like this again. So for me, I'm going to do I for invisible and then the left shift button. So I'm going to have to press both at the same time. If you have just one, you might accidentally press it sometimes, so it's kind of good to have two. Now when I click I and left shift, it comes back. So I'm going to keep it off for now, close the settings. Then I'm going to click on this first star button and search for my outfit. For me, I'm going to put it in front of my model, but it doesn't really matter. You'll see how to place it in more detail in a second. But I have it right in front of my model. If you want, you can put it behind like this. And then for outfits, I like to turn off pinning, so I'm going to turn that off. Pinning just means, like, let's say you have like a ribbon or something, you can stick it to your model and it'll move with your model and jiggle. But for outfits, it's better, in my opinion, if they're not attached, so that everything looks more consistent. Okay, so here's the outfit. You can mouse over either your VTuber or the asset and scroll wheel down or up to make it larger or smaller. So right now my outfit is in front of my VTuber model, and it's it doesn't look connected, right? So you long click on the asset, meaning you click on it and you just don't let go until this menu pops up. One last thing you might run into is if you, for some reason, you're long pressing and the menu doesn't pop up, it's possible that your outfit is actually locked. So there's a big button here that has a lock. This is actually for your model, so I can't move it anymore. But this little one is for items, so I can't move the item or I can't open the settings. I'm just gonna click this and it'll unlock, and now I can long press in order to open the settings again. I just wanted to add that in just in case that happens to you. They added this cool new setting where you can actually split where it goes. So for me, I wanted to go where my neck would be and have my hair behind. So what I'm gonna do, since this is in front, I'm gonna turn on this first setting, and then I'm gonna choose where the item goes. So for me here, these are all of the art meshes that are on my VTuber model. Currently, the front of the item is at the very back of my model. So I can click hair long, and now it's separated, and it's there. But I have 2 hairstyles and I have these mid hairs, so I'll go up again. I also have twin tails that I have a toggle for my model. So for me, I think right here, left ribbon twin tail. That'll be the section for me. So now I can either move my model or the VTuber to set it up to look a lot more connected. Here's the twin tails, they're behind too. I think that looks pretty good. So I'll click done. And then on this specific outfit, there are some expressions here. So I'm gonna click configure. I have 2 booba sizes. Oh, you're gonna click this button. Turn expressions on or off if you want to adjust them. So this is one toggle to make them larger and one to make them smaller. I'm just gonna keep it default, but you can just click that and then save it to whichever one you want. Okay, the last few things you can do to make your model look more consistent. If you see right now, my VTuber model has a breath and then the outfit has a breath setting. So it's like breathing, but not the same. And the head kind of looks like it's moving up and down. So you're gonna click settings and then you're gonna click this little model settings person. Then here you have all the physics parameters of your model. There are 2 that you can turn off to make it look more consistent. One is breath. If you're using a lot of outfits, you should turn off auto breathing. And now you see the head's not moving up and down. I don't know if you see this. Look really close. I'll turn it back on. You see how the head's moving up and down? So it doesn't look that like, it looks okay. But if you really are picky, you could just turn it off. And then it looks a lot more like consistent because the chest of this is already moving. So, and then the other one, some models have like a really heavy Z rotation. Honestly, with this outfit, I can move my head Z and not have an issue. That's like not left and right, but side to side, like putting your ears down. So I just have to find it in all of these. I think it's near the top, I guess. I guess face lean here. See. If your model like disconnects, this is the most likely one to disconnect. What you can do, because I like to, you can do either or and set them to 0, but I like to do this side and set both to 0. So now I can't lean my head anymore. I can still turn it left and right and up and down. But if you're, like when you lean, if your model really disconnects from certain bodies, again, this one's pretty good, but there's other ones that like, you need to turn that off. Then I recommend setting both these to 0. And then when you go back to change it, you have these like grayed out versions, so you remember what they were. So it's very easy to turn them back on. But yeah, so mostly the breath one, and then it'll look a lot more connected and consistent. And then if you ever want to readjust the settings again, just a long click and you have everything and it should be good to go. Okay, so now the last thing is if you want to change the color of the VTuber asset. So we're gonna long click again, and then we're gonna scroll down to Live 2D, oh, not that one, set art mesh color tint, and click that. So I have a group formed here. So if you click from group, I have a group set to this item. This is a newer thing and a lot of assets won't have it, but it makes it really easy. So you're gonna click that and click select. And now I can change all of the skin tone of the model all together, which is super nice. A little more orange, a little more pink, and then a little bit lighter. It's pretty close to the face. I'm getting picky, but that seems good to me. I changed the skin tone to match the model's face more. It's just slightly more peachy toned. And then If you don't have that group formed, as if it's like an older model or something, because this is a new feature, all you have to do is click on the part. So I'll start with this. And you can click this little I button to make sure which part you clicked. Then you'd go here, select your color, click OK. Select your screen color. This makes it like lighter, but sometimes it removes some of the detail. Click OK. And then those colors that you selected will be saved. So you can find each piece, which I make it really easy by naming them all skin. And you'd go to each and you just click OK. You don't have to pick the colors again because they're saved on your last click. And then if you like accidentally clicked on something else and you lost that skin color, you can go back to the one that you already had. Just click anywhere on here and just click OK and OK again, and you have that same skin color. I hope that makes sense. I guess I can show you this next part. So like, let's say I want to change the pink parts. So I'll just click on the shorts. I want to make them, let's make them this blue. So I picked my color. See, screen kind of makes it lose detail. I think it could work like this though, really bright. So now that I had that selected, I can click on the other parts, which I can do by clicking, or I can also click anywhere to see all the items and search clothing. So I can see all these shorts parts. Oh, I actually don't think it's saved. This is a good example. So I'll go to this one, shorts front left, which I have the color saved. I'll click OK and OK. And then click somewhere else, click shorts, or type shorts. I think these ones were, there we go. And I think it was this one. So it has your last colors saved. So you just have to click paste last color and screen color. Let's make the bikini top, let's make like orange. Sporty theme here. And then, I think I like the rest. Maybe I'll change the beanbag. It's very, very orange. Maybe like blue like this. Purple. That might be too many colors going on. It's dark purple. I don't know if you see what I mean by the screen. The screen works sometimes, especially if you want to make skin lighter. But it's actually bothering me a little bit that it kind of makes the details disappear a little bit. So I'm just gonna make them blue, like this color of blue. Sorry, I'm being picky. But you can take your time to like do the same to make it how you want it to look. Okay, so I think that's my color customization I'm gonna do for my model. Oh, maybe the controller. Ooh, it's like ultraviolet purple. It's easier to change colors of things that are lighter, so yeah. Unless you color directly the texture files in the model, but some artists don't let you do that. I do let you do that with my stuff if you want, I don't mind. But yeah, that is how you recolor and set up the Vtuber body asset. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was kind of clear. I have ADHD, so I kind of yap a lot. But yeah, I hope this helped you.